What's going on, guys? My name is KarlosPokemon and welcome to a finally a brand new video. It's been so long since I've uploaded and I've missed it and I've missed you guys. So let's get straight into it. In one of my previous videos I decided to participate in what was at the time a trend, the Pokemon Team for Ultra Sun and Moon videos, and in making that it made me all nostalgic about my teams from the past, so I decided to make a series out of it. And last time we covered Kanto and this time I want to cover Johto. Obviously I don't want to do every single one in one video like some YouTubers have. I kind of want to go through it individually and take my time, especially since in my experience at least, I've never intentionally sought out the most viable team for the games, and more so one that I'd enjoy using. And so with that in mind, as I've said, we're going to cover my personal ultimate team for the Johto region. Starting off, our ultimate team for Johto isn't going to be our starter choice. We'll talk about that one later on. Instead, we're going to start with Eevee, or moreover, the evolution that I want to evolve it into in these games. See, in these ultimate team videos, I want to use Pokemon that I really like using, but also some that I don't really have an opinion on, and that can definitely be said of Umbreon. Umbreon is an evolution I feel that probably gets most, if not all, of the love of the set of evolutions, or at least the very top three. And since that's been the case, I've kind of shied away from using it. It may sound stupid, but I genuinely feel that when there's a lot of love surrounding something, that I don't want to follow the crowd or let myself expect something too much of a new Pokemon or anything and be disappointed. I can definitely see with Gold and Silver, however, that Umbreon could be a fantastic addition to the team. Having no memories of actually using one in my original playthroughs of the Johto games in Gold and Silver, I probably was an idiot when I was younger. I probably evolved into a Flareon or something.
You take that back!
Not knowing that there was a new one. So it'll be awesome to have an Umbreon and add it to the team and see for myself why everybody likes it so much, and hopefully maybe grow to love it myself. My second pick is Raichu. If you saw our last Ultimate Team video, then you probably saw this coming, but in all honesty, who can blame me? I mean, it's my favourite Pokemon, and personally I like to use it in any game I can possible, and it's just so awesome to me. I know it's not the most popular opinion to like Raichu more than Pikachu, but I don't know, for me, I can't imagine a team without a Raichu in it. Naturally, as this series goes on, I may have less and less personal things to say about Raichu, so I'm not going to go into this choice too much, and just say that while picking this Pokemon can be a little repetitive, you can't deny the utility of having a Raichu or an electric type in general on a playthrough. While it may not be amazing in competitive battles, with playthroughs you can definitely rely on it for a fair amount of situations. My third team pick for me is the cute as hell Togetic. As mentioned earlier, getting to use Pokemon that I've not used before or don't have a proper opinion on really does factor into if I use said Pokemon in a playthrough. And this rings true for Togetic. Having watched a lot of the Johto anime, Misty's Togepi holds some serious nostalgia for me. So whenever I see a Togepi in game, I can't help but remember all those episodes as a kid watching them after school. And while Togepi is the cutest of the line, it's not exactly helpful in a playthrough. So evolution is definitely key here. With moves like Double Edge and the vast amounts of TMs that can be taught, I really feel like using Togetic could be a lot of fun. Okay, so now we've probably reached the most embarrassing part of this video, because my fourth pick. No, I can't do it. I can't tell people about this. They'll roast the crap out of me in the comments. So, as I mentioned earlier, I don't have too many solid memories of playing Generation 2, mostly because I was young at the time, and also I was so much more into the anime back then. But this of course doesn't quite explain how in the world I didn't know that a Scizor even existed until X and Y. But, in my defense, okay, there's no defense. I don't know why I tried. Look, guys, I'm stupid. Okay, I'm really stupid. But regardless of my stupidity, I really do love Scyther, and by extension now Scizor. I've loved Scyther's design since I was little, and when I found out about Scizor, I was blown away by how they managed to create such an amazing and fitting evolution for him. I just really want to use it in a playthrough, especially in Johto in its original game. Any game really would be great, but especially in Johto. My next pick is a trusty water type for the team. That's right, I didn't pick Totodile for my star.
Oh hell no!
And it's Starmie. Staryu and Starmie have always been there right at the top of my list as favourite water-type Pokemon, and although it's not a Gen 2 Pokemon, I definitely would want to use this in Johto. The problem I usually run into when trying to use a Starmie, however, is how long it takes to evolve Staryu in a playthrough. I mean, Staryu isn't exactly the bulkiest of Pokemon, and it doesn't have the greatest moveset. So even though in my ultimate team I'd love to use one, I could probably see myself leaning on a more powerful water type to begin with and maybe switching out towards the end of the game. Now finally we've got to my starter choice for the Johto region. This one might actually be a more popular choice among my opinions when it comes to starter Pokemon, especially compared to my Kanto starter. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely go check that out. You see, although one of my favourite starters is definitely Chikorita and I think it should get more love than it does, I'm not exactly rushing again to use it in a playthrough. It really did get the short end of the stick when it comes to the 3 stars in Johto in almost every aspect other than cuteness. So when it comes to my ultimate Johto team, I'm going to have to go for Typhlosion. Typhlosion is both awesome in design and name, honestly. It's simple, but it's effective, it's memorable, it's great. I wish it was better in competitive. Anyway, it's not for alligator strong, but it is pretty nice in a playthrough. And that's all I really want from a starter. I want it to be a design I like, I want it to be fun to use, I want it to have a name I like. So maybe if I'm useless at picking nicknames as I am, that I can at least stick with an original name I like too. Okay, so that was my ultimate team for Johto. Naturally, rather than being a more statistic-based video, this was very much about my personal experiences and my opinions, so I'd love to hear about some of yours in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more. Definitely want to cover more regions in this series, so leaving likes would let me know how soon you'd want to see it. Of course, subscribe if you're new here, and also don't forget, if you have a suggestion or feedback for anything on this channel or what I do, please let me know by leaving a comment. Tweet me at my Twitter at @KarlosPokemon. You can follow me on all my social medias. I have a Facebook page /KarlosPokemon on Facebook. I have a Instagram which is @KarlosPokemon, all one word. And that's all for now. I hope you all have a fantastic day and I'll see you all next time.